Gets a little pissy. Did he get down? No. Stanley's waking up and he went over to get a snack. Alright. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Today's been a pretty okay day. I went out to the park for a little while. They don't have, by the way, stores in the town I live. They don't have a lot of stores. And so, like, I get excited about the ones that they have. I guess is a good way to say it. Because, like, it's summer, spring, you know, so the weather is nice. So it's like you want to go to the park, and I want to play games. I don't just want to sit around and do nothing. I want to play games. So I got these little badminton things today. Boop, boop, boop. We played with them a little bit, but it was windy. It was windy when I brought them out. Yeah, and, but, I mean, it's fun. Not on a windy day. I wonder if I get you to play with me, Ma. You're pretty agile. You're pretty quick for 7. You're pretty, yeah. You got years of stepping over dogs and stuff. And not falling on your face. Makes people agile. So, and I also got, I got a, lawn dart set. Yeah, it's like there's circles, and then you have these little, like, they're like these, but bigger, longer, and then you throw them, and, no, they're not pointed like regular darts. No, they're not sharp like that. Yeah, you just throw it in the circle for points and stuff like that. So anyway, but it was I don't know, it's kind of a nice visit at the park. It was a real pretty day. You know, it's not too hot. In the 70s, we had a lot of cloud coverage here today, so it's been kind of an all-day evening kind of thing. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, pretty mellow. Power trip this morning before I left, so that was kind of freaking, well, I'm glad it did it before I left and not when I was gone, because I hate freaking coming home and Mom's looking at the blank television screen. That just bothers me something fierce. So, doesn't bother her. She's fine. I'll walk in and it'll be quiet. Like, I'll pull up and I won't hear the TV. And then I'll be like, damn it. And I'll walk in, you know, the screen's black and she's just petting Benny or whatever, you know. Just, God, I wish I could be as content all the time, you know. So I call this talk Helplessness. Helplessness. And I looked it up, you know, just to see, because sometimes I'll think of words that mean things, different things, you know. I have like my own relationship with the language, with language. Yeah. So helplessness, inability to fit oneself or to act effectively. And I'm thinking about, you know, how the direction of the world is going, and all the data that I'm collecting and stuff, and it's just like things I've been talking about for a long time are playing out, and it's a trip. Because there's only so many ways that people can act, you know. Either they're going to be self-serving assholes, and those people, they're the easiest ones to, you know, because you just know they're going to live for themselves. Exactly. And so it's like, they ain't never going to do anything for you anyway. And then you have those that are, you know, are service to others and just want to help people, right? And then there's the two kind of people that look for them. The people that, like, generally need help. You know, genuinely need help, and then there's the people that just like to take advantage of people that like to do nice things for people that need help. Yeah. So more and more people are stepping in and having to learn about discernment and having to listen to their guts. And there's things that they can do to line up their gut, your guts, your heart, your head, line them all up. They're all here to tell us what's freaking bullshit and what's not. Yeah. Trust themselves, they don't get so scattered. Well, I trust myself, and I can still get pretty scattered. That's why I got to do That's why I meditate. That's why, I don't eat a lot of junk. I do eat junk still. I just really try to limit what I like. I get cravings for sweets, and so instead of like getting a bunch of junk food all the time, which I know isn't good for me, is I'll occasionally get like a piece of cake in the bakery department. I'll get I'll get a couple small pieces, individual pieces, not the whole cake. And then you and I, we share it. We just have a couple bites. Here, try this, and it satisfies the craving without having to freaking be a glutton and gorging myself. And then after I'm done eating it, I feel terrible. My body crashes from a sugar. It's just, I'll start feeling. No. It's just, I just feel like a pig when I eat real bad a lot. So, then what I'm seeing more and more in the in regard to helplessness, I'm thinking about that is because, like, man, people are getting so violent, Mom. It's trippy. All ages. It does yeah. People are throwing blows. People are freaking fighting. There's a lot of give me a reason right now. And then there's a lot of people that are giving people reasons, right? Yeah, to hurt each other. And instead of like resolving their differences and talking it out, they're freaking killing each other. They're literally freaking, people are dying all over. Like they found a 17-year-old kid dead in front of his school. They find, it's just it's every day. It's more and more because it's just like this collective wave of bullshit until people come into the realization, that oh my gosh, I can really cause harm and hurt to a human being. Like they don't know it, and then when they freaking try it, something happens, accidents happen, and then it gets bad, and then someone ends up dead. I mean, it's everywhere. It's all over the media. It's just, there's no emotional control. People don't have their pause. They're just, acting out. It's brutal. Yeah, they're being spiteful, Ma. They're being spiteful, that's for sure. They ain't being good to each other, that's for sure. So, but what I was seeing today is like, because people are getting lazy. And where I live, they have there's help wanted signs up all over the place. They can't get people to work. But now that things, they're running out New Mexico has more new federal money because of the fires, and frickin' Boo Bowden is supposed to be here next week to talk. And don't even fucking come here, you old fucking coot. The fucking president, he's a dipshit, dude. It's all the politics, it's just all bullshit. It's just like everybody knows now. Everybody knows all the stuff that they've been talking about since Vietnam, and all the, how it's just you can't even, they don't even hide it anymore. Benny, get up here. Come here. He wants to come over here by the window. No, he wants to by the breeze. He's over here making it comfortable how he likes it. Good boy, Benno. Good boy, Benny. You're such a good boy, Benny. He said, Dad just doing it just right, Margie. This is where Benny's spot. And Benny got to put it here, do this, and then the Benny spot there. And then I got to put this here and move this over there. And Benny got it just right. Good boy. Good boy, Benno. You know what? Too much. Got to put this one back here. I need my pillow. Alrighty there. All over Twitter, though. All over Twitter, everywhere. I even wrote it. I was just like, oh, it must be human sacrifice season if freaking Boo Bowden's coming to town. It's funny how they're all coming in and around freaking the summer solstice and stuff like that. And the president, Mom. Boo Bowden is the president. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. He's been in fucking D.C. for like 40-something years, and he's why the country's shit. But it had to happen because people are figuring out that it's just a pony show. It's all staged. The left and right, they hang out on the weekends and party and freaking do weird shit with kids and blood and shit like that. They're all buddies. It's all they do is create problems to make frickin' people suffer, because that's what their religion is about. People suffering. It's all ritual. It's all contrived. It's not all fake. It's not all, I think when these people are dying in large numbers, they're legitimately dying. It's just the circumstances in which that they're dying under are staged and contrived. That is the stuff that's manipulated. So I don't think this stuff, I don't think people are like not actually, I think people are actually dying. Now you're done, Benny? Come here, Benny. Come here. Come here. Benny, I'm not taking you out, so this is your option. You can go out when I'm done. Come on.
Come on, you can do it.
Get up here.
Come on, boy. Good boy.
But more and more people are seeing this stuff for how it is. And the thing of it is they're like, perception is reality. So when people hear these things, you know, and they get some of the evidence and they start really thinking about it really hard, that's when people are starting to change their mind, you know? I mean, it's like, because it adds up to people. Because it is easier to believe that the deck is stacked when so many smart, intelligent, freaking gifted people are not allowed to participate in education, you know, or whatever field, because of whatever they're trying to participate in. The people designate who they are, and if they like them or want them, you know, everything is just a club. Everything is a club. I want to have my own club. I want to make my own club. And you know, we were talking about that at the park today. Is I'm so sick of all this freaking everybody's about inclusion. Everybody's about inclusion, right? You know, all these spiritualists, all these astrologers, all these, you know, new agers, and everybody's about inclusion. That's where everybody is welcome. Inclusion for everybody, right? Until they got something really important to say, then all of a sudden that inclusion turns into paid membership required. Come over to my Patreon and I'll tell you what you really need to know. And all that stuff, right? No, where's the spirit of that? You know, that's why I'm bad with money with lot, because I don't give a shit. I want to do what I need in life. I don't want to freaking, like financial institutions, paperwork, all that stuff. I freaking hate all that stuff, right? Hate dealing with all of it. Signing papers, legal it's all reindeer games as far as I'm concerned. It's all a bunch of hooey. And then it's like I can't get what but so there's all these groups and clubs that deem me unfit to be part of their whatever, you know. But I did manage. I'm on a train of thought, Mom. That's the only reason why I'm not, because you're gonna say something and sometimes you throw me off. Like I'm thrown off right now. Anyway, I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just see if I can. I'm really hating this song right now. I'm gonna get mad, actually. I'm trying not to get mad. Speaking of getting mad, I could talk about that, since I can't fucking remember what I was just saying. Is that I ran into a guy at the park today, and he freaking hurt his hand. He hurt his hand because of his anger. Because he was lashing out. He got mad, he freaking hit something, and he hurt his hand. And I was just like, I know that pain. And he's like, man, it's my PTSD. I said, I know that too. I said, I know what it's like. It's like you get when you're out and you're having a exchange with the person. It's like your endocrine system, your body gets thrown into a heightened state, and then a lot of people go on automatic pilot. Because a lot of people don't have their meditation, they don't have, their spiritual practices. That's why we're going to see so many people freaking losing their shit. Because they don't have the tools to keep it and contain it, and then properly discard their shit in a, in a proper disposal place at a later, designated time and place, And that's where I come in, is I want to help people how to freaking, see, that's the thing, is like, I think there needs to be anger stations all over the place. I think there needs to be like at rest stops, or, just random places all over where freaking somebody can go in and like freaking break a mirror or something. Because it's like you have this energy in you. And for me, I used to break things when I was younger. I get in trouble for breaking things, but I would tense up my body and hold my breath and tense every muscle until I about pass out. And I do that because it's the release. Because that's what I was looking for. And when people that don't get mad, this ain't for you. That's really great that you don't get this mad about stuff in life, nothing in life. That's great. This is probably going to go right over your head. I wish I was like you. But some people have had a lot of shit happen to them in life, and stuff really pisses us off. Mom got new sweaters today, and I went in, and I walked in, and it says, "No hate allowed." And I walked in, I saw a sign, and I was like, uh-oh.
No what?
Hate allowed, or something like that on the door. And I said, uh-oh. I'm like, there's things I hate. And I saw Aries, Sun, Scorpio, Moon, Cancer, Rising. There's things in this world that I hate. She's like, well, I'm Scorpio Moon too. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. And then so I was like, I'm looking for old lady sweaters. And she's like, well, they're over there. And so I said I left my hate outside. And she just was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I said, don't worry, I left it outside. But she was like, and she was just, just, God, dumb girls, man. Dumb girls. Whatever. So came home, washed Mom's sweaters, put Mom's sweater on, and I was trying to explain, the patch and stuff and things like that. Mom loves her sweater. You love your sweater, huh, Mom? It's so soft. So soft. So I'm getting off my train of thought again with the whole, I was talking about helplessness, and I was thinking about all these people in the world that just don't know how to do things. And you know what? Not everybody has parents that fucking loved them. Too. And let's just start with that. There's so many people in this world that were born onto this planet under circumstances where their parents didn't want them. They weren't loved, they were just a burden. It was always a hassle. And then so as soon as these kids start getting to be like 12, 13 years old, they're starting to hang out more on the streets because they know their So I mean, there's all these things, and I always wonder, like, what would the world be like if it was freaking designed to help those people? Like, instead of foreclosing on people's houses and stuff like that, because housing is such a crisis all over the place. I know it's not for people that already live in your house, and you're already established, but man, it ain't easy finding freaking places to live in a lot of places in the country. I mean, that's how I ended up in New Mexico, because I couldn't find a place to live between Salem, Oregon, and here. I mean, come on, that's pretty fucking pathetic. What kind of a shit nation is that? That's the kind of shit nation it is, this country's turned into. Because people care more about money. They don't care about people. I hope people aren't going around talking about how much they want to help people and care so much about people, because it's all bullshit. All they care about is money. Where I live, it's a touristy place, so all the Airbnbs and all the freaking, short-term housing is fucking ruining the lives for people. But for all you, let's just travel around here, travel around there, travel around, they don't care. Just live the best version of life. It's, you're taking a space from somebody who wants to be here, that is already here, but whatever. That's what people like you do, right? You don't think about anybody else. You only think about yourselves. That's why the planet's the way it is, because it's run by a bunch of people who only think about themselves. It's ridiculous. And you gotta have, you gotta look a certain way, and you gotta act a certain way, and you gotta be a certain way to get advantages in this world. It has nothing to do with integrity or merit or moxie or Or freaking, God, how many people on this planet just don't even do what they say they're gonna do? I know in fucking New Mexico, where I live, people every day say stuff that maybe they'll follow through, maybe they won't. Probably not, though. It's rude. It's rude. It's just how they do it. No kind of manners. Yeah. Like, oh, my buddy I've been talking about, who is his girlfriend, his sister came up missing. Word is she's back, and
What happened?
she ran away. She just kids go frickin' playing and frickin' drinking and doing drugs and they screw around. But that's when I was a kid. I didn't run away. You didn't run away. You don't do that to people. You don't cause harm. But there's so many drugs now that people didn't do when I was a kid. So it just freaking takes their soul, takes their spirit, makes them not care about anybody but themselves. And they want to have fun. And I know this because I used to be like this. I used to be just the one that just always wanted to chase the party and have the good time. I didn't run away and stuff like that, but I always wanted to go and go and go. And the thing of it is I lived a lot of years where I go and go and go, but the things that I saw when I went, I didn't like. So I decided I didn't want to go so much. And then you go around people, you see the same version of the same people with different faces, but they're the same people everywhere you go, all over, everywhere. And if you get a chance to move around enough and look around a lot, you'll get to see that people are the same wherever you go. They're cookie-cutter human beings. The planet is just riddled with unimaginative, freaking lazy, and yeah, there's pockets of people that, that their spirit is active and alive and awake and, wants to thrive and wants to ascend this planet to heaven on earth. And, it's hard to freaking ascend and pull up and rise, with all the fucking dead weight. So, word is more people are supposed to start coming into their accountability, into their desire to health. It's what the astrology is saying, but people always have free will, And the fact is, Tango just went up into the window. Fact is people could have been working a lot harder up until this point to create heaven on earth, and God, it just keeps getting shittier and shittier and shittier, And unfortunately, the thing is that people don't grow. They don't have their growth spurt spiritually, mentally, otherwise, in any kind of way, unless there's pain involved. So that's the thing, is people coil from pain. Oh, I hate pain, man. Pain sucks, but I've endured a lot of it in my life. A lot of it. That's why I was like, I let guy's hand, because he needed stitches. And I was like, oh, I know it hurts up in my armpit, And I know that anger, I know that rage, But the thing of it is like, everybody that has that, everybody has that voice. It's just like, don't do it, dude. And then it's just like it gets overridden, and thank goodness he didn't put his hands on another person. That's kudos for him and his emotional control. In that respect, is that he hit a mirror. It was a mirror on a van, and then but not another person. And that's what I was telling him. I said, I've been 48 years old. I said, I've yet to put my hands on a person out of anger. I said, the way the world's going, that's going to be harder and harder to maintain. I'll put my hands on someone in self-defense, absolutely. But I mean, shoot, man, there's video footage every day all over. And you know what is a trip? I talked about this yesterday. I'm not a fan of the fucking gay pride bullshit. I'm not. That's why I have my t-shirt made that says straight people like rainbows too. It's all bull. That's what we were talking about today at the park. It's just like, fuck Gilbert Baker, How many homosexual, how many people that identify with letters on that freaking LGBTQ bullshit, all that crap that they do, you know, to, oh, I think, you know, more of that paid membership required bullshit, you know. And they don't even know who Gilbert Baker is. He's the freaking dumbass who decided to commandeer the rainbow for the homosexuals. You know? I think that's why I freaking trip people out so much. It's like, because they think that I should be for things and I'm not. You know what I mean? It's like I have too much integrity, you know? It's like, but you're gay. You should like the rainbow flag. Fuck that. Straight people like rainbows too. It ain't fair, you know? Ain't nobody, it's just any group. I don't like groups and big groups and organizations. Anything like that, man. It's just, you guys leave people out. And there's a lot of people out that are left out that shouldn't be left out. I know that because I've been left out a lot. And I've always wondered, how come I'm getting left out, you know? I'm fun. So, anyway, the neighbors are all partying tonight. They're all having a good time. You know, they're all celebrating. They all speak Spanish. I could go over and watch probably and listen. You know, maybe pick up some. But if I start hearing, I know the dirty words. So if I start hearing words like that, I'll probably get my feelings hurt and leave. But there's a wedding tomorrow, and I'm probably not going to go. I'm not going to go. But I decided not. I was thinking today. It got me to thinking that I remember the year. I can't remember what year it was. Was it 2000? There's a picture that came up yesterday of it when Mom first came to live with me. You live with me. We've been together again since for 13 years, Ma. Yeah. Mom had back when she had brown hair. Now it's gray on top, but it's black. It's black on the on the underside. So this was my house. That was me. I was pudgier. Oh, actually, I'm probably about that build right now. My hair's not as freaking short, but that's the day that she came in to be my roomie. I've been dragging her all over the United States ever since, looking for our forever home. We left a forever home. But you know what, Mom? I think about how miserable I would have been with all of this mass shit and everything in Omaha. I would have probably I wouldn't have taken it. But like, especially with AA and going to AA, and they're not supposed to freaking succumb to outside issues, which is what the fucking mass bullshit was, you know? That I would have just been, it would not have been, so, you know, by design, God guides and directs our lives, you know, to protect us, you know. And even though I had that house, that security of that house, and I owned the house, and, you know, the house payment was $1,000, you know, which, you know, but still, it just, I don't regret the path that we went on, you know. I don't look at things that happen where there's disappointment, you know, like where oh man, that didn't work out how I wanted. I don't look at that as mistakes. The thing of it is other people look at as me making mistakes, but I don't look at it as a mistake, you know. I just live in a different way that other people live. I live in a faith-based reality. That's what got us from Omaha, thanks Mom, to Oregon, to Arizona, to here. Is, yeah, my faith. And just like, all right, God, I'm listening, I'm following, you know. The thing of it is, my personality, I got a go personality. I can make things happen. Oftentimes, that is not how disciplined people behave. They don't push through and make things happen. Oftentimes, it's like, there's times that you push and there's times that you yield. wait, go within, allow. And so that is what I'm learning as I get older, and not to do things out of haste. Yep, because I've learned a lot of life lessons from not doing things out of haste. So,
That's well put.
anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to stay away from downtown because, man, these fucking feds, man, these freaking firemen, they're everywhere. And then the guy, Bedrock, my buddy Bedrock, he was like, well, they gotta have days off. I'm like, they can have fucking days off when the fires are out. You know? And I said, and it ain't even like the olden days. They aren't even fit, man. This new generation of fire freaking people that are fighting fires. No. And what is it like? Work 6 hours, get 18 off, go into the nearest town, go to the fucking, the art festival, chill around loud. That's what these federal agencies, they're fucking all about. Not getting that's why the fires are there to begin with, because they fucking make bad choices. And they're not run by intelligent people. They're run by a bunch of people that know each other, that used to go to school together at some point, and all that nepotism bullshit. And the thing of it is that they don't have people that are qualified to do work anymore. And that's what we're seeing. I'm seeing more and more articles of that all over the place. They canceled 100 flights because they don't have people to pilot them. Because who are the pilots? Who are the pilots? Usually pilots, they go in the military. And, I think that more, I think they're going to have like more, I think there's going to be more privatized, like private jets and shit like that. Like, it'll probably just like be more cost effective to get like a group of your buddies, because everybody, like in Nebraska, there's a group of people, they always going to fucking Mexico. You just rent a private plane. It's going to be more of that crap. For the privilege. Life will be great if you're privileged. You got all the freaking, life is good for all them, but I never been a part of that group. I was always the bastard child, and I didn't even find out I was a bastard until a couple years ago, but isn't that funny? I always felt like the fucking bastard stepchild, and then come to find out I was the bastard. Oh, it's hilarious how life turns out, man. I can't even make it up. Like they say, there's the percentage of the population of people. See, I believe in all things possible. So yeah, okay, that's true. Yeah, that's probably true, too. Yeah, that's probably true. There's things I come across every now and again, like, nah, that's not true. Yeah. DC is not an extension of Hollywood. No, that's not true. DC is an extension of Hollywood. They're all paid actors. It's all scripted. It's all ritual. It's all to take people's spirits. All people have to do to take a spirit, to not like be within your spirit, is drink. That's all you got to do. Your spirit is vulnerable to freaking outside entities coming in. What got into them? Who knows? Must be an evil spirit. Must be one of them bad spirits. But people welcome spirits, negativity, all this stuff. A lot of people are into it too. A lot of people want to see gross stuff, snuff film stuff. They love it. They want to see them made. They want to see people hacked up. It's a sickness. It's a sickness. And it's riddling this planet, causing harm to other human beings. Yep. Causing freaking strife, causing pain, causing stress. Yeah. A lot of it. It's all ritual. None of that is what God intended. I got these today and I was like, damn it, there's even stupid fucking rainbows on this shit. I was cracking up. But the guy was like trying to defend the fire. I'm like, no, it ain't even that freaking world anymore. I say, that's when I measure, I'm always like plus and minusing stuff. I'm always like figuring and calculating and things like that. And whenever I see any human being and they're like, because I think that emergency people. I'm saying it on Twitter all over the place and stuff. Like, I'm tired of seeing fucking fat cops. I'm tired of seeing fat EMTs. I'm tired of seeing these people, that should be leading the community by example. The firemen, though, the fat firemen, that is just, you don't see a whole lot of fucking fireman calendars anymore these days, do you? Nope. I'm not saying that there aren't fit firemen out there. I'm just saying that the ratio to fat to fit in these positions where these people have always majority have been fit, and they get paid too much. They got too many bonuses. They got too much pension coming in. They got, they drive $70,000, $80,000 trucks. That deserves a person that is going to work on themselves so that they can be at their optimal fitness, so that they can do the best job that they can. That should be a part of their freaking, getting the truck and the, and all that stuff. And I mean, and I saw a little excerpt, like, for Gay Days down in fucking Florida. They made a cop car all rainbowy and freaking, it's bullshit. That freaking, all that shit is bullshit. You got homeless people. See, that's the thing, is people play too much. Help all the people that need help and then fucking screw around and do all that. But they don't do that. And the cops that were standing around that did the unveiling, it's just like, dude, it's a disgrace to the uniform. It's a total disgrace to the uniform. I don't care how you feel about yourself. I don't care about anything and all of that. But, but then everybody knows what police have all turned into anyway. They're just, they're the protected security guard. That's all that they are. And it just sucks, is because there's so many cops that are complete D-bag assholes on this planet that act like really great guys, but they're wicked and they're crazy and they're twisted. And women too. Right? And they go in there and they're the ones that put the cuffs on extra tight and stuff. I met them all. I've seen them all. The twisted and the wicked, But you can't defend yourself from the twisted and wicked because they are protected by a badge, and that never made sense to me. It's like, you're a complete asshole. You freaking make people's lives miserable every day on purpose. But nobody can put hands on you because you are protected by this little tink bullshit. Laws, they're fucking for scoundrels, man. They're for scumbags. That Weinstein chick, freaking, she's in DC now. It's all freaking twisted. How soon people forget? Unless it happens to you, unless your hip pops, and then you might not so be inclined to freaking look the other way or be so quickly to forget. Yeah. Anyway, things are getting nutty. People are getting violent. People are getting hostile. They still more and more no emotional control. I'm seeing a lot of people dropping like flies too. They have adult death syndrome now, Ma. It's like sudden infant death syndrome. Now it's sudden adult death syndrome. Doesn't matter, It's freaking ridiculous. It's so stupid what this planet has evolved into, It's really hard to watch. And then I just go downtown, like when I go to the park, like I'm watching the women that they're all in their 60s and 70s, and they're all sitting around at the table, and they just had their yoga session, and I'm just like, I watch them and I think about how, they live in bubbles. People live in bubbles where they're completely untouched by the freaking realities of the world. And I wonder how many of those women are either involved themselves or are married to freaking people that are involved with freaking, making life hard for a lot of people. Just because they can. Just because they can. And people get their rocks off fucking when other people suffer. It's a trip. I don't understand it. Never understand it. Never. But I it's just how it is. Anyway. I've run my mouth long enough. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace. Wait, let me say hi in the chat first. I wonder if I woke up Tess. Thanks for stopping in. Uh-oh, I hope everything is alright with your friend. Oh, and there's a lot of breakups happening right now too. There's so many accidents. It's just freaking highly potentially. But I look at life as like that every day. You know, you don't get to freaking. You don't necessarily get to wake up with everybody on the planet that you went to bed with. You know what I mean? You know, like life is precious, and we gotta act accordingly. Yep. Oh, OnlyFans. Yeah, the OnlyFans. That's great for the freaking human condition. Oh, OnlyFans. It's a website that people can go to, and then they can do like nudie pictures and stuff. I have never once freaking had a nudie picture or taken a picture of like me and my boot. Never. Like there's no naked Marge in anybody's inbox anywhere, and there's no naked nobody in my phone. You know it? There's no dick pics. There's nothing like that, right? Because that's not how God wants you to live your life. That's all, you know? And people are fucking perverts. You know? I saw like the shift in perversion, because when I was younger, this is going to be too much information for some people, and I don't even care, but this is definitely a tell. Is that when I was younger, is that women fucking had pubic hair. Okay? They didn't shave themselves bald. Okay? And then it was like sometime in the 90s to 2000 that it was like it was like guys wanted it that way, so women started shaving themselves. And to me, that's creepy, because you know, it's just you're a woman, it's like you're a prebest. It just never. It's like, I don't know. You can see hints of decline of civilization, of where things went. Oh, shouldn't have gone that way. You know what I mean? But everything is secular, and what goes around comes around, and things like that. But I don't know. I just have known. I was freaking in the. I mean, when you're touched by perversion, you kind of get an idea what the freaking, you know, of what perverts do and what they are, and now the rest of the world is freaking catching up to that realization. That's how I see it. The American flag is all encompassing, no separate groups. The American flag, unless you live outside America, because if you have that flag in Iraq. So it kind of depends on how you look at it. You know. So, and tell that to all of us Native Americans who had ancestors, freaking 80 million ancestors freaking killed and manipulated and freaking murdered for land, and just so that the control freaks could keep on controlling, you know. And so I don't know, there's just freaking wicked people in every group. It doesn't even matter what the group is, there's just wickedness, you know. And it's just like you come across it and you deal with it accordingly, you know. Not today, Satan. That's what I got